Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all well and healthy. It's great to see all of your smiling faces. I'm Patrick and this is where I ramble about tech and other stuff I like. So I've been trying to go paperless for a couple of years now, and I've always used my MacBook Pro to do this. But of course, it's not always ideal to be typing notes, and sometimes I just want to write them down by hand. Handwriting increases retention and it's just a little bit more personal. But paper gets lost, it's messy, and of course there's the environment. And that's where the iPad Pro becomes a very powerful tool. In this video, I'll take you through my process, I'll talk about some of the tools I use and some of the apps I use to become almost entirely paperless. But before we do that, I just want to take a moment to say thank you, because last week we hit 1,000 subscribers in only 3 short months. I mean, to me that is just mind-boggling. I would have never expected that to happen, and I'm super grateful for all of you. It's great to have you along for the ride, and thank you very much for the support. Especially you guys from the notification squad that are always here when I post something to give me your comments. I appreciate you, it's great to have you. Now to say thank you, I wanted to give something back. So I reached out to the creator of my favorite iPad accessory and they agreed to let me give away 5 of their products. I'll explain how to enter the giveaway a little bit further on in the video, so make sure you stick around for that. So guys, let's ramble.
Hold up, things go wild when I pull up. They all on me like it wants.
For me, going paperless means addressing 2 kinds of paperwork, incoming and outgoing. And note-taking is divided in 2 types as well, typing and handwriting. The single most obvious advantage of the iPad Pro is that it can do both. I used to carry around my MacBook Pro to meetings to avoid using pen and paper, but I don't really like doing that for 2 reasons. 1, I use the MacBook Pro 16-inch, and that's heavy and bulky. 2, putting up a big laptop between you and the person you're meeting creates a barrier. For some reason, when you're on a computer, people often assume that you're not really listening, or even doing some other stuff. With handwritten notes, there is no barrier, and it looks like you're listening carefully and writing down what the other person is saying. So the iPad Pro is the perfect solution. The iPad in itself is already a fantastic machine, but combine it with the Magic Keyboard and the Apple Pencil and you've got yourself a note-taking and processing beast. I can type up notes in larger meetings, and when I'm meeting someone face-to-face, I'll just lay the iPad flat, whip out my pencil and start writing. So to do all this, I have a number of fantastic apps I use every day. At the core of everything, there are 2 apps, Dropbox and Evernote. Everything I receive or create lives in one of these 2 apps. Dropbox is basically just a straightforward filing system based on folders, which lives in the cloud. I don't like using Apple's own iCloud because I want to be able to access my stuff no matter what device I'm working on. Dropbox works across all platforms and so it's perfect for me. Evernote is one of the OGs when it comes to note-taking and organizing. Its logo is an elephant because an elephant never forgets, neither does Evernote. Whatever you throw into it, it's in there forever. What makes Evernote so amazing is its incredible search capabilities. In theory, you could just toss everything in one single notebook and still find what you need purely based on the text within it. But Evernote has a very nifty way of filing things via notebooks and tags. I basically only use 2 notebooks, Inbox, which contains everything I still need to process, and Reference for all the stuff I've dealt with and I need to store. The rest is done via tags. I know it seems a little counterintuitive at first, because we're so used to organizing everything in folders and subfolders. But trust me, tags are a much more efficient way to find what you're looking for than having to click your way through endless levels of folders. And again, you probably won't even need tags that much because search is just so good. You can send things directly to Evernote from most apps. I use Airmail for all my emails. I manage a lot of different email addresses and Airmail lets me add them all no problem. When an email is important but I can't deal with it within 2 minutes or less, I'll send it to Evernote to process later. PDFs I receive, I'll open with PDF Expert. This app can do anything. You can read and highlight PDFs and even edit them. I also use it to sign contracts or other documents that require my signature. Just grab the Apple Pencil and scribble directly onto the PDF. Done? Send it to Evernote or store it in Dropbox. What's also very useful about PDF Expert is that it's available for your Mac as well, so you can keep working on your document there. It's not the cheapest app, but it's most likely the last PDF app you'll ever buy. Whenever I want to jot down a quick note but I'm not sure yet which app to use, I use Drafts. When you open up the app, you can immediately start typing, no clicking through menus required. If you're lazy like me, you're in luck, because Drafts has amazing speech-to-text recognition. Say whatever you want and see the words appear on your screen. But what really makes Drafts so awesome is that you can send that text straight into pretty much any app. You can even tweet what you just wrote to Twitter. Here's a fun little experiment. Go find this tweet on Twitter and let me know you came from this video. And send. For creating longer form documents, I will use the Microsoft Office suite. I like Google Docs as well, but it's not optimized for the iPad yet, so for now I'm not using it. I won't bore you with Microsoft Word. You know what it is, you know what it does. When I'm done creating a document, I'll send it to Dropbox or Evernote, depending on where and why I want to store it. When I do get handed a document by someone, I'll use Scannable. Scannable is a powerful little scanner app which saves my scans directly into Evernote, so I can tag and organize them straight away. You can of course send it to other apps as well. If there's too many documents, I'll use my HP LaserJet, which has a document feeder that scans entire stacks of documents in one go, and it lets me send it straight to Evernote. The only time the actual printer gets any action is when I need to print a label to send something back. Now let's talk about handwriting, which is by far my favorite way of taking notes. It's easier to remember and you don't have that barrier we talked about earlier. I use the 12.9-inch iPad, which is perfect because it's almost the exact size of an A4 sheet of paper. I use a number of great apps, but I have two absolute favorites for two different reasons: Notability and Notes Plus. Notability is just pure simplicity. No messing around with a million different tools. You got your pen, your highlighter, eraser, and a scissor tool. What makes Notability really stand out though is the ability to take notes and record at the same time. But the real magic happens when you're revising your notes. Tap on any sentence in your notes and it will play back exactly what was being said the moment you wrote it. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Notes Plus, on the other hand, is packed with features, and it lets you insert pretty much everything into the document and of course send it anywhere after you're done. Also, for some reason, it makes my handwriting look more legible. I mainly use this app for brainstorming and conceptualizing ideas. Notes Plus has this really cool feature where you draw a shape, it recognizes it, and it cleans it up for you. I love using mind maps for ideas and planning, so this is perfect. I even used it for this video. And now for my secret weapon, Otter. I recently discovered this app and it blew my mind. Otter uses artificial intelligence to create live transcripts from meetings and interviews. You can add participants to the meeting, and while it's transcribing, it'll identify who's speaking. Given the current circumstances with most people working from home, many of us have a lot of Zoom calls. Otter recently integrated with Zoom, so your entire meeting can be transcribed based on the meeting information from the call. This app has already saved me so much time, and I can highly recommend it. Now guys, it's time for our giveaway. Now if you've paid any attention to this video, you know that I like my handwritten notes. But what I don't like is how the Apple Pencil feels on the glass surface of the iPad. It gets a bit slippery and it makes it difficult to write. So my favorite accessory for the iPad Pro is Paperless. Now they're obviously not sponsoring this video, I'm still way too small for that. But they did agree to let me give away 5 of their product, which is pretty cool, so thank you very much to Paperlike for letting me do that. It doesn't matter, by the way, if you have the 11-inch or the 12.9-inch version. All you need to do to take part in the giveaway is be a subscriber, hit like, and tell me in the comments why you want to win one of the screen protectors. And that's it. 3 weeks from now, I'll announce the winners in one of my next videos, and if you're one of them, you can just send me a DM and I'll tell you exactly how to collect your prize. So that's it for this video. Good luck guys, and see you in the next one.